Welcome to Purdue University, a campus alive with business majors, science majors, nursing majors, education majors, and a lot of soon-to-be engineers. But most students do not know what industrial engineering is or what an industrial engineer does. In fact, most incoming college freshmen, including incoming engineers, do not know what industrial engineering is. This video is meant to change your life in the next few minutes and enlighten you on the amazing opportunities of industrial engineering. Let's talk statistics. There are currently over 230,000 industrial engineers employed in the United States, with a 10% job growth rate from 2010 to 2014, one of the highest growth rates out of the engineering disciplines. In fact, the necessity for this career is increasing so quickly that there are not enough industrial engineers to fill the roles. There are about 25,000 monthly postings for industrial engineering positions and only around 8,000 monthly hires. Not to mention that the starting annual salary averages around $80,000, and the University of Chicago ranked industrial engineering as number 9 when it comes to job satisfaction. And these are only some of the reasons why industrial engineering is a great career choice. Before we continue, let's take it to the streets of Purdue to hear what students actually know about industrial engineering, Jeopardy style.
Industrial engineering for 300.
What is industrial engineering?
I should know this, my mom was an industrial engineer.
How things are made and put together.
Imaginary engineering, that's for business.
That one I actually have no idea.
Building things.
Engineering with a business aspect.
You guys have to design stuff.
I don't know. Making sure that like factories and stuff work right.
Buildings?
Okay. I think they maybe they drive trains.
Industrial engineering encompasses the design, improvement, and installation of integrated systems of people, materials, information, equipments, and energy.
Correct. What category would you like to choose next?
Let's do what about jobs for 200?
Okay. What would an industrial engineer do as a job in a hospital?
Make the machines. Administration.
Build the infrastructure.
Teaching doctors, nurses, janitors, technicians, material movers, how to use industrial engineering to improve the way that they do their work.
Great job.
Awesome. Let's do name the major for 300.
Name the major for 300. This is a picture of Timothy Cook, the CEO of Apple. What do you think Mr. Cook studied in college?
Computer technology.
Business.
He didn't go to college.
Tim Cook was an industrial engineer.
You nailed it. Next category.
Let's go with what about jobs for 400?
What would an industrial engineer do as a job in an amusement park?
My mom rides roller coasters.
Creates roller coasters.
An industrial engineer in an amusement park would really look at how the guests come into the park and then their time spent in the park. They also really look at the wait times in any of the lines around the park. They want to make sure that that's the shortest it can be and that guests are happy at all times during the park.
Good job. And you get to choose the next category.
Let's switch it up. Name that major for 200.
Sounds good. This is a picture of Michael Eskew, the CEO of UPS. What did he major in?
He probably studied business.
Liberal arts.
Maybe business.
Michael Eskew was definitely an industrial engineer.
Perfect. Next category, please.
What about jobs for 100?
You got it. What would an industrial engineer do as a job in a manufacturing plant?
I don't know. Run the machines, maybe.
What do you think?
Manufacturing. I don't really think that's related to industrial engineering. I think that's like a trick question.
They would work with the overall process. They would work in supply chain. They might buy materials. They might do materials planning.
Great job. All right, we've got time for one more question before the time runs out.
Okay, I choose let's talk money for 500.
Last one. Let's talk money. What is the average starting salary for an industrial engineer?
$55K?
60 grand.
$62,000?
$60,000 a year. $65,000.
$65,000.
That's wrong. No, I don't think train conductors make that much money. 25 grand. Yeah.
The starting salary for industrial engineers is around $80,000.
Correct. And that looks like all the time we have for today, but join us next week for another round of Purdue Jeopardy! Now that you know a little bit more about industrial engineering, let's hear from current industrial engineering students as to why you should choose IE as a career.
I chose IE because I gave the perfect mix of doing management skills, working with people, and having that technical engineering background.
I chose IE because I'm a people person and I like to oversee the whole big picture and see how everything works together, and I felt IE was a good choice for that.
I went into industrial engineering because I really liked that it incorporated a human element a lot more than a lot of other fields of engineering.
At career fairs on campus, companies are always looking for industrial engineers. Companies such as the Walt Disney Company, Delta Airlines, Procter & Gamble, automotive companies like Ford and Honda, General Electric, Amazon, and so many more.
Amazon actually has a big need for IEs in industry, which is great. As an intern, I was a leadership operations intern, so I worked on the floor, worked with different supply chain, consulting, different job flow problems, so it's really cool that I got to work as a full-time intern doing a job that got implemented.
My main role was to help people be able to be trained efficiently, where I did some standard work instructions developing, and I was out on the production floor coming up with instructions that the operators knew, but it wasn't anything that was written down or anything that they could physically hand off to the next.
I got to do a lot of cool projects where, you know, the main variable are the guests that come into the park, and you know, you're trying to solve a problem for the park. You're trying to, you know, make the business efficient, but you're also worried about the guest experience. So I also have some experience in the food and beverage industry. I helped them implement process improvements in their restaurants, and part of that is making it a more efficient process for their guests and their customers when they come to order in the drive-thru. So one of the projects I worked on was implementing the ordering system on an iPad so that you could have the face-to-face interaction, which improved order accuracy and really helped drive sales at the...
Industrial engineering is the integration of people, process, and technology. So as long as there are people, there will always be a need for industrial engineering.
For IEs, I'd say the future is filled with opportunities. We have the engineering background in terms of the science and technology to deal with high-tech issues, and we are very attuned to the human element. We are just well tuned to be able to be the leaders of the analyses in these new areas.
Industrial engineering can be used anywhere.
A career in industrial engineering harbors a continuous education of logistics, improvement, supply chain, processes, productivity, systems, optimization, human factors, lean manufacturing, operations management, quality control, efficiency, Six Sigma, streamlining, and reliability. Opportunities knocking. Let industrial engineering be the career for you.
Barbara Streisand.
What happened to it?
Oh no, did it delete?
Yeah, but I just pressed Command V and it came back.